I often told us, whenever you are in doubt of your ancestral heritage, whenever you are in doubt of your cultural identity, go for Ancestry DNA test. Now I'm going to play for us a video of a young girl, a young American girl, a black American, expressing joy after conducting her own Ancestry DNA test and discovering that she is what? She is Igbo. Now, I want you to see the joy that people express when they discover their Igbo identity. It is enough to find out that you are African, but then another extra level of joy when you discover that you are not just an African, but that you are Igbo. Because most of these people conduct studies, they conduct research. They know the strengths and weaknesses of the different ethnic groups in Africa. Of course, there are over 250, going to 1,000 ethnic groups from one country to another. You can be Akan, you can be Luo, you can be Hausa, you can be Yoruba, but then there is this Igbo feeling. I want us to watch the video.
Okay, y'all, I finally did it. I did my DNA test and I got my results back. This literally blew my mind. And the crazy part is I was not even gonna do it because I'm Black American. Like, I know what I am. I know where we come from because my family is filled with like genealogists. My father really always did lineage work. So we know exactly where our European blood comes from. We know the plantations, like we know. So I'm like, what's the point of me doing this? But the crazy part is I kept feeling like I should do the freaking test. These results really blew my mind. This is why I encourage everybody to do your DNA. So first of all, off rip, I'm 40% Nigerian. Igbo to be exact. Don't play with me, okay? Yeah. So anytime I meet a Nigerian, because I moved to Texas and there's a lot of Nigerians in Texas. Anytime I meet Nigerians, they ask me off rip, am I Igbo? Like this comment, right? And I'm like, I don't know. Do the DNA test and I'm Igbo. But that's not even what shocked me. That shocked me, but that's not even what shocked me. I also found out that I am Jamaican. Yes, I'm Jamaican. Let's get into this results and I'm gonna tell y'all the story time on how this really just pinned together a story that was told to us for a long time, but we had no evidence of. So let's get into it. Okay, so here are the results right here. I'm going to put it on the screen so y'all can see. I'm going to read it, okay? 86.4% African off rip. Ancestors did not play. They ain't play. Nigerian is 40% Igbo. Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. I believe these tribes were together or these countries were together at some time. I don't know. But it's 25%, okay? Guinea is 6%. Congolese and Southeast African, 14%. Angolian, and I believe Congolese is 13.4%, and European is 12.9%. As I told you, I already know. So this is where things get very interesting. I never met my grandfather. My mom's father was born in Mobile, Alabama, but he always told my mother that he is Jamaican. His mother's Jamaican, his father is Cuban. We never knew because my grandmother would tell my mom, oh, he's lying, whatever. She didn't really know. We never knew any of this history. My mom does a DNA test. She gets 2% Spanish. I do my DNA test and it pops up. We are Jamaican. Connects me to the Caribbean, Jamaican, St. Elizabeth to be exact. I'm gonna show you a picture right here. This is why I'm like, this has just made me very emotional. It's made me like very happy, but it's like, I never met my grandfather. Obviously, I have his DNA. We have a whole Caribbean side we don't know. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Very emotional, but I'm so blessed. Shout out to the ancestors.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed every single minute of that video because I did. Now, this is what we have been preaching. When we say go for Ancestry DNA test, it helps you to cement the knowledge. It helps you to kill every voice of doubt questioning your Igbo identity. This is what I feel intellectuals do. As you heard her say, her family is filled with archaeologists and genealogists. Myself, who is speaking to you, I'm a biotechnologist as well, with very vast knowledge in genetic engineering. So I understand what I mean when I say go for your ancestry DNA test. The deoxyribonucleic acid doesn't lie. Whatever you discover in your DNA is part of your making. It is part of your structure. It is not something you can wake up one morning and erase. It is not something somebody can shame you for and then you suddenly lose it. Once you have it, you have it. And there are some things, some capabilities that you have because it is in your DNA. Now there's this knowledge we have, and it is known to all scientists that acquired knowledge is not inheritable. That is, acquired trait is not inheritable. So those things that you learn, you cannot pass it on to your children. Your child doesn't automatically become a very skilled businessman because the father was a skilled businessman. No. But there are some innate qualities in you that will help you to succeed as an Igbo person in business. Now, there are some qualities that you learn as a business person. There are also some qualities that are innate in you as only Igbo. Qualities like waking up in the morning, you can learn it. But qualities like resilience and dexterity, ability to be patient, ability to persevere, ability to grow things, you can learn it sometimes, but it is better when it is innate. This is what we call the competition between nature and nurture. Of course, nature will always be stronger than nurture. The qualities that you have that are inborn in you are usually stronger than those other qualities that you have to sit down and practice and practice and practice and learn. It is also good to practice because those innate qualities that you have are usually crude qualities. But when you practice and practice and practice, it becomes very perfect. So, what are we saying? There are qualities that are in you as one Igbo, as somebody who carries the DNA of an Igbo person. You heard that young lady. Her grandparents have been telling them that they are Jamaicans. And of course, you know, without any doubt, that most Jamaicans are Igbos. Of course, I've also done a documentary earlier to post here. I've shared it with you. Most Jamaicans identify as Igbo, people who were able to do their own ancestry DNA test. Not just Jamaica, most of the Caribbean countries. Now, she said her grandmother has been telling them that they are Igbos, while their grandfather is Cuban or thereabout. But they always doubted her. But now she has done her own ancestry DNA test and discovered, look at it, 80-something%, I think 86%. That's amazing. There are some people here in Igbo land that may not even have that 86%. So that to put that in perspective, there are people in the eastern homeland, there are people in other parts of Igbo land that are ancient that may not have up to 86% Igbo in them. Probably some of them have a mother from Igala, a mother from Yoruba, or a mixed race in any way. Some may be having 60%, 70%, but they are fully accepted being Igbo. How about you, who is probably carrying 90, and you are still saying you are not Igbo? Now, when you deny the components that make you, it will be very difficult for you to express yourself to full potential. Accept and embrace your Igbo cultural identity today. If you are in doubt still about your cultural identity, it is very simple. All you just need to do is walk into a lab, pay the necessary fees. In some places, it has become free of charge. Conduct your ancestry DNA test, come out with the results, post it publicly. That way, if people were wrongly referring you as Igbo, they would desist from doing so. We are not calling you Igbo because you bear Igbo names. No. We are not calling you Igbo because you speak Bia, because you have an organization that says Nde also Bia. You could have learned your Igbo. Yes, that is possible. But most of these communities did not even learn their Igbo because their version of Igbo is very unique and different. They didn't have to learn it. It is what came to them, what was transferred onto them from their ancestral lineage. It is the language their ancestors spoke. It is the language they made ofo with. It is the language they do igoji with. So they didn't learn it. But what we are saying is this: beyond language, beyond some cultural practices, the DNA is the surest way to know that you are or you are not Igbo. So what I advise you to do today is this: go for your Ancestry DNA test and solve your identity crisis. You have seen now that it is obvious that it is not only black people or some tribes that suffer identity crisis. Identity crisis is even more in those nations that have so many black people who were taken through the coastlines during the slave trade. Of course, we know that most of them were taken from West Africa. And of course, we know that that part of West Africa is either the Yorubas or the Igbos. But mostly, Igbos were taken as captives. I don't like to call them slaves because these are people with dignity who were going about their normal daily lives until they were stolen and sold like a property. Some of them also exhibited the strong will of Ndi Igbo, passing the point of no return, getting to Denver Creeks, and refusing to bow to instructions. Therefore, some people say they drowned because they believe that freedom was better than bondage. I don't like to believe that ideology, even if there are facts to prove that it happened, because we know that Ndi Igbo are against taking of life, especially your own life. Life is so sacred in Igbo land that you are not even permitted to take yours. Igbo ọchụ bụ alụ. Mmadụ ịkwụ ụdọ, that is someone taking his or her own life, is also alụ. Such persons are not entitled to funeral rites. They are not also entitled to akwamozu. So it is believed that they are deprived of the life after life and they may never reincarnate. So nobody wants to take his soul through such torture in Igbo land. And that is why we are against it. So a lot of people believed na ha banyere n'osimiri ka osimiri buru ha law that the river spirit brought them back and they returned. So what I'm saying this morning and today is this: taking lessons from what this young girl, this beautiful young American just said, go for your Ancestry DNA test. And I'm saying this to even kings who are still questioning their Igbo cultural identity. Go for your Ancestry DNA test and stop embarrassing yourself everywhere. I don't know how it started that people attach shame to Ndi Igbo. I don't know how it is that some people attach shame to being Igbo. There is no shame in being Igbo. There's nothing we did to ourselves. It is even those who did something to us that should be ashamed of themselves. We were going about our daily lives. We were living as people, peaceful Republicans, when Aye Kumeku was brought upon us. It is those who brought war and destruction, who tried to erase our race, those who tried to clean us out, those who tried to wipe us away from the surface of the earth, those who tried to also destroy our empires that we were building, not just in buildings, but our empires were built in people. The Igbo empires were built on ideologies, not castles. So these people attempted to erase it, and it wasn't possible. That was during the Aye Kumeku. You also saw that during the Aba women's resistance. Then you saw that early here in 1967, and it is also happening every day. We are not the ones to be ashamed. We were not the ones who stole ourselves and attempted to sell ourselves into slavery. It is those who came to our land, kidnapped and stole people from here and tried to sell them, that should be ashamed of themselves. It is their ancestors that should be shamed, not my own ancestors. because we were living a well-dignified life until they came with their shamelessness. They are the ones who should be ashamed, not us in any way. So the shame belongs to them. I'm using this privilege to encourage you to embrace your cultural identity. There's no shame in being Igbo. Being Igbo comes with a lot of benefits. Try being Igbo today by embracing your cultural identity. I'm not saying you should be absorbed into the Igbo cultural system. I'm not saying you should go and be assimilated. Even most people who were wise in the past did so. There are so many subcultures that we have that were assimilated into Igbo land because their ancestors understood that this particular tribe, this particular ethnic group is strong. So they were assimilated as Igbos. It is sad that today some of their children are denying their Igbo identity. But that's by the way. I'm talking to you in this modern era. If you do not wish to be assimilated, but you know you are Igbo, go and embrace your cultural identity. By embracing your cultural identity, if you did not know how to speak your language, you start learning the Igbo language. Give your children Igbo names. Speak the Igbo language. Eat Igbo food. Identify and associate as only Igbo. And most importantly, if you are Igbo, you are Igbo. There's no super Igbo or semi-Igbo. There's no small Igbo. If the people ask you, are you Igbo? You say, yes, I'm Igbo, just small, a little Igbo. It's just, it's just through my mom's side. It's just through my dad's side. If you have the Igbo blood in you, you don't know what favor or what good has come to you. Being Igbo is one of the best things that can ever happen to you. That was just one video. I can go on and find other videos to show you how people are excited whenever they do their DNA test and discover that they are Igbos. A lot of people have done that and shared their experiences online. I've shared videos of Buju Banton. I've shared videos of Lil Wayne and so many other people that you consider celebrities who have found out. I've seen videos of TD Jakes as well, celebrating that he is Igbo. These are prominent, well-celebrated people all over the world identifying as Igbo. So there is no shame at all in being Igbo. Embrace today your Igbo cultural identity. Pay attention to your cultural identity more than you do to your political identity, because political identities will come and go, but cultural identities will remain from generation to generation. Thank you for watching this video. I will look forward to seeing you in our subsequent videos. Do well to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. See you in our next video. Bye.
Et